Hey art friends, Independence Day is coming up soon, so we thought it would be fun to celebrate by learning how to draw
A bald eagle.
a bald eagle. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna fly right out of the paper, like it's gonna attack us.
Okay.
We hope you're gonna follow along with us. We're also gonna color it really cool so that it looks like the American flag is in the wings. You need your drawing supplies. We're gonna use a marker. You also need some
Paper and something to color with.
Yeah, you ready to start?
Yes.
Let's first draw the beak of our eagle right in the middle of our paper, but kind of towards the bottom or a little below the halfway mark so that we have room for the wings above. And we're gonna draw it kind of small too. So we're gonna draw a letter V right in the middle of our paper. Then we're gonna draw the sides of the mouth coming down on each side. We're gonna draw it screaming. Then let's draw the bottom of the beak. We're gonna draw it coming down like this. We're gonna come down further and then back up so it's another letter V. And then let's draw the top of the beak. So right here on the side, we're gonna come in, go up, back down, and then back out. And then let's draw the outside of the bottom beak too. We're gonna draw another letter V that's smaller, just below it. And then we can color in the inside shape. And if you want to, you could leave a little white tongue inside that we can color pink or red later. Then let's also draw two little nostrils, one on each side. And then we're gonna draw the eyes, and we can draw them angry. So I'm gonna draw a diagonal line coming out of each side of the beak. And then we can draw the bottom of the eye connecting back into the beak on both sides. And we can also draw the little pupil inside. Oh, it's looking so cool.
Yeah.
All right, now let's draw the top of the head. And we're gonna draw just a U shape that goes up and over and back down. Now let's draw the bottom of the neck. We're gonna draw U shapes that connect over to the other side. Now we're gonna draw the talons, and we could draw the talons kind of big because they're coming out at us. So let's start right here. We're gonna draw a diagonal line that comes down and in, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this is the inside of the foot. Then up at the top, we're gonna draw a hook for the first talon. Then we're gonna connect back into the outside line. Let's repeat that first talon on the right side too. We'll hook up at the top and then draw the other side of the talon coming in. Let's repeat that same shape, but upside down for the bottom talon. We'll draw a big hook coming up and then curve back out. Same thing over here. Big hook up and back out. Okay, let's draw that first talon coming down, and then we're gonna draw it coming back up for the middle talon. So a big letter V, and then we're gonna repeat that same step where we draw the hook for the talon and then curve back out. Let's do the same thing over here. We'll draw the inside of the toe coming down, then we'll come back up a little higher, draw a big hook at the end, and then connect back to the toe. Now, some of the steps we're going a little faster. That's just because we're repeating the same step. So if you need extra time, remember you can always
Pause the video.
pause the video. So let's come down for that other toe, and then this time we're going to draw that hook again and then curve back. Now we can connect this toe all the way down to the bottom toe. Look at that, we got our first talon. Okay, now let's repeat that same step over here. We'll come down for the toe, back up, curve for the first talon, or that last talon, I mean, back out, and then let's draw the toe connecting down to the bottom. Now let's draw the body connecting to the toes, or the talons, on each side. And then we're gonna draw the bottom of the body. We're gonna draw feathers. So we're gonna draw lots of U shapes. Some of them can be big and some of them can be small, coming over and connecting. And right here, I'm gonna go ahead and draw more U shapes connecting up inside. And feel free to change your drawing to add more feathers if you want. Now let's draw the tail. We're gonna draw the center feather first, a line coming down. Now let's draw the bottom of the feather. We're going to draw a letter V. Looks like an arrow, huh?
Yeah.
Then we're going to draw the outside of the feather coming back and into the bird, and then same thing with the other side. There's one feather. Let's draw another one. We're going to draw it coming out this way. We'll draw an arrow or V shape at the end, and then we'll draw the side of the feather coming down, and this one I'm going to connect into that first feather. Let's repeat that same step on the other side. We'll draw the center of the feather first, letter V at the end, and we'll curve down and connect the feather back into the bird. Oh, we could also add little texture lines, almost like a leaf, on each side of the feather. And you can add these wherever you want. You don't have to put them in the exact same spot. You can add more or even add less. You can leave them off to keep the lesson a little easier. Now we're going to add even more feathers. We'll just repeat the same steps. So let's fast forward.
Okay.
We did it. We finished drawing the tail feathers. It looks really cool, except our eagle's missing the wings.
Yep.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to start by drawing the left side, and we're going to draw it coming out of the shoulder right here. We're going to draw it curving up, and we could do the same thing on both sides. Then we're going to draw a little curve right here, and we're going to come up and maybe end right there. So I'm going to add that same little diagonal curve coming up to the other side too, and we want them to match. Okay, now we're going to draw just a simple shape or a zigzag line coming down like this all the way into where our eagle's armpit would be, right there. Then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. Draw that zigzag line coming down. And some of the zigzags, so the first zigzag is short, and then I kind of draw a longer zigzag, so a short one, then long one, and curve right into the armpit. These look like small wings. We need to add the flight feathers to make them look even bigger.
Okay.
So each of these feathers we're going to draw just like we did down here. And the cool part about these feathers, we're going to alternate coloring them red and white, just like the US flag.
Yeah.
So let's first draw this first flight feather. I'm going to draw it really far coming up high. Now this is the center of the feather, and then we'll draw that same letter V at the end, and then we'll curve down and connect back into the wing on both sides. Now we could do the same thing that we did down here for the tail feathers. We could add the texture, but let's leave that off until after we've colored it red.
Okay.
Because sometimes that red marker, when you color on top of the Sharpie, it'll smear the Sharpie. Now let's draw the next feather. I'm going to draw the center first, then we'll draw the letter V, connect it into the other feather, and into the wing. Awesome. I love it. That looks so cool. We're going to repeat that same step coming all the way down and finish the wing. This part we'll fast forward just because we're repeating the same steps, but as we get down here to the bottom, we might make those feathers a little smaller.
Okay.
So as they come down, we'll follow and then curve in. Ready to fast forward?
Yes.
We did it. We finished drawing the feathers on the left side. I love that your feathers look different than mine. They're both turning out awesome.
Yep.
That's okay, because the most important thing is
To have fun.
and to
Practice.
practice. Remember to practice. And it's okay if your drawings look different too. I'm sure they're turning out really cool. You can add as many feathers to the wings as you want. And also, I added overlapping right here, and you can leave that part off to keep the lesson a little easier.
Cool.
Now let's fast forward and repeat all of those same steps for the right wing.
All right.
Jack, we did it. We finished drawing our eagle. It looks so cool with its wings all spread out. Except we still need to
Color it.
Yes, this part is going to be really fun. We are going to fast forward one more time, so remember to pause the video and take that extra time to finish your drawings by adding color.
You could color it any way you want.
Yeah, you could color it like a regular eagle with a brown body and a white head, or you can change it like us. We're gonna add blue with white stars on these inside shapes, and then alternate red, white feathers on the outside.
Cool.
You ready to fast forward?
Yes.
Jack, give me 5. We did it. We finished drawing and coloring our eagles.
They look so much better colored in.
Yeah, I especially love the red, white, and blue feathers.
We also added texture lines to the feathers.
Yeah, you can leave that off to keep the lesson a little easier. I also added texture to the belly and even extra shading.
You could also add a background.
Oh yeah, like clouds in the sky.
Or even mountains.
Mountains would be amazing.
We hope you had a lot of fun drawing an eagle.
We do. I'm sure your drawings turn out really cool, and we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye.